Hi, let's start with another session. The session title would be the concept of public finance and how does these concepts work within the economy. How does you can say these concepts play a very vital role within the economy, so which we will be discussing in this class. So first one is the public you can say finance management, you can say roles. That will be first one. Public financial management deals with the management of the resources. So resource management, it's a very vital, it's a very, you can say, important, it's a very crucial for the you can say government to manage this particular, you can say, activity. And the second one, that will be expenditure within the public sector. So how does the government will be controlling the expenditure over revenues, because if normally governments, they are not able to you can say have, you can say, proper check and balance on the expenditure, and that's the reason every, you can say, calendar year they will be suffering with the financial debts, they will be suffering with the budget deficit. And then there will be, you can say, plan the cost of, you can say, service delivery, and then audit the results after that. Concept of, you can say, financial management includes deals with the acquisition and disposable resources by the government. So how government are using different resources and how they are basically properly utilizing those resources. There is a one concept which we discuss in the economics, that these our needs are unlimited, and at the same time our you can say our resources which are limited to some extent. So how we can properly utilize those resources, how we can properly, you can say, use make use of those resources. This is how government have to, you can say, play the role, and this is what government needs to, you can say, do, where proper allocation of resources and how they are extracting those resources, how they are using those resources for the benefit of the general public. So natural resources are something which will be you can say very crucial for the organization, not for the only organization but also for the government as well, to make a use of proper utilization of these resources, because out of these resources they can you can say number of people basically who are, you can say, living under the poverty line, so they can make them into streamlines by using all of these resources for the general public. Then this is because of a flow of management of funds and life you can say wire of any system which will be, you can say, private or public. So even these concepts it will work for the public as well as private organization, because these concepts of managing, or you can say utilizing the resources, it's very, very crucial and important at the same time. Then these concepts also includes increase of social, you can say, amenity. Then resources, as I already mentioned, resources are limited. So that natural resources, how does that government are managing, how does they are making out of use that resources. This is very big challenge for the government, and normally governments, they are failed to utilize proper resources, because there is a, you can say, corruption with each you can say source, which each you can say that particular country natural resources happening. So if you and I can give you a lot of examples from underdeveloped countries, like what kind of, you can say, resources, basically natural resources, which they have misused. They were not the governments were not able to, you can say, take control for the whole resource at the same time, and then they misuse those resources by just, you can say, promoting those people who are not competent, because they are not, you can say, able to make sure the merit for for check and balance for that resources, and that resources there will be no check and balance in terms of audit as well. So they were not, you can say, proper auditing they were doing for those resources. Then there is a, you can say, need to prioritize the based on the available resources and in a particular time. So which particular resource, natural resource basically, in terms of, you can say, country which they have to work first, and what are the other natural resources which they can, you can prioritize. This is number of first priority, this is number second and third, and then it should be prioritized based on the outcome, like how much outcome they are getting from one resource. how much you can say outcome in terms of funds, or in terms of money they will be getting, what is the weightage of that particular resource which they have got. And these are, there are a number of concepts now which we are discussing, and then there are some functions of you can say public management. Let's suppose public funds, public expenditure, public income, and then cost delivery of services. So all of these functions are interconnected with the financial management concepts. So this is what this is how we will be discussing how to manage these resources. And yes, thank you very much.